In this video, I will discuss how to create Pinterest boards. Now, we need to have a good understanding of how to create these boards because every pin that we do create, every pin is content. Every pin that we create has to be assigned to a board. So there's a couple of ways to do this. Now, you can see right here we are on my Pinterest profile page. So you would simply start on your profile page. And the first way to do it, you can see on the left-hand side of the screen, far left-hand side, right there, you see it highlighted. You simply create a board. So click that to create a board. So now, once we do click on create a board, this is what happens. Now here we are. We have the option right here to create the board. So pretty simple to do. A couple things to keep in mind. Here is the name of the board. Let's call it food. Now the description area. I want you to remember in this area, in your description, please use keywords that are related to your business. Important, so I'll say it again. Use keywords in this description area that are related to your business. So let's go back to my profile and let's take a look at some of my boards, and I can show you exactly how I have them set up. Now we can look, there's quite a few different ones here, starting with Empowered TV on the left, going to beautiful pictures, motivational phrases and quotes. You can go on and on, but you will notice something here. And let's jump down here just even to the bottom right here that we have outlined. Pinterest marketing tips. Each board is different from the one previous board or the rest of them. And what I mean by that, every post within that board is related to Pinterest marketing tips. So let me show you that. Just remember that you want to keep all the content in each board exactly what the board is created for. You know, keep the content relevant to what your board that you created. And as you can see within this board, everything is related to Pinterest. Right there, Pinterest on your Facebook, an example of how to set up your Pinterest profile, and so forth. So when you create these boards, do put a lot of thought into it. You know, you want as much different information and variety of boards as possible, because the more people you are engaging or the more eyes you are getting on your board, that in return creates free traffic. And I can share with you some of my boards that I've had really good success with. Would be one here, the motivational phrases and quotes. A really, really good board, gets lots of interaction. And I have started some new ones recently, and we did talk about one, but over here in the bottom right-hand corner, the Facebook marketing tips. Been a very good board. A lot of people are looking for information, and people love videos. And videos are so easy to post on Pinterest. So I do advise that. Have some board of a specialty of your knowledge, what you specialize in. If it's weight loss, then talk about weight loss. If you have products, then sell the products on the board. But do remember to keep that board all relative to what you have titled the board. Now there's another board I'd like to point out to you right here, Pins from Others. Let's open that. And why I have it titled Pins from Others, as we will learn here shortly in the course, you know, Pinterest is like Facebook. You want to interact. You want to share people's posts. So this is a board completely dedicated to Pins from Others. So I can go in, and every time I want to share or comment about these, I'm able to place it in this pin, in this section. So, you know, that keeps me from placing all these pins from different people and a various a different amount of topics and confusing people by putting them, let's say, in a sports board that I have, or a board with motivational quotes. So people know that why there's a lot of different content in here, as I've described on the heading of the board. Well, obviously, it's a bunch of pins from others. So let's go back here and discuss creating a board. Now, we did start right here. Obviously, we do need a name. So we're listing food. And we did discuss in the description area that you use keywords that are relative to your business. Right there in the description area. Very, very important to remember. Use keywords that are relevant to your business. Now, in the category, a lot of people get stuck on this. You know, this one really doesn't make that big of a difference. So feel free to try and get one that's close to yours, but it's not gonna, it's not gonna hurt you or benefit you either way, whichever one you choose. And then we move down to add a map, which is really neat. Obviously, if you're a business and have a location, it's very, very advantageous to have a map and your address. And down here to secret. Secret is a neat option here. You see we have it circled. It's really neat because you can post content in there, training perhaps for just selected people, and you give them the ability to visit that board. But do keep in mind, now hear me out on this, you're only allowed 3 secret boards. Now, when I say you can only have 3 boards, do keep this in mind. Once you have 3, you can simply go back to 1 and turn it off, like right there. You saw that. Let me show you again, circled here. If the board is on where it says yes, secret, and you want another board, simply remove one board, click no, and then you will make room for a new board. Now, where your secret boards will appear, really easy to find, back on my profile, and you will just scroll, there you are, to the bottom, and you see right here, the secret boards will be right there. And another thing to keep in mind that's really neat about secret boards, you can start one, and if you're not ready to have it go public, you don't think you have enough pins, you can work on creating it there. You can also treat it as a VIP board, so people that come along your business or buy your product are the only ones that have access to this secret board. So be creative and use this to your advantage. And again with Pinterest, I really like it because they make things easy for us. You see circled right here in our Create Secret Boards area, the Learn More. Now, if you want to learn more, you simply click on it. And Pinterest is really, really good at keeping us updated so we know what's going on with each board and exactly what it's doing for us. So you can see right here, all of these questions on your left-hand side, lots of information. Do not hesitate to go here because, as I found out through research, there's so much information here about secret boards that once you learn about them, you can really be creative and use them to your business. And as I just said, be creative and use them to your business's best interest, and they will be very, very advantageous at that point. So we did discuss there are 2 ways from your profile page to create a board. Very easy. Simply scroll to the top, and we see right up here in the very top right-hand corner, there it is, the plus sign. So simply click on that, and there you have it. Very easy to see. Create board. We have it circled there. Very simple process. Once again, you would just simply click on create a board, and the same box shows up that we went over in detail just a moment ago. So there are 2 ways to create a board, and yet here's a little bonus time, right? A 3rd way to create a board. So how to do that, we'd go right here to the top where this Pinterest is. It always takes us to our home board where our pins are posted and our pins from others are posted. And here is the 3rd way. Very simple to do. Let's choose right here. How about we just choose this salad? Now you see the option to pin it right there, circled. So you simply click on pin it, and then you see it reads pick a board. Well, here is the 3rd option. When you click on the drop down menu, there it is. Yet another way to create a board. So Pinterest really, really makes it easy on us to create boards and get content out there very quickly. And keep in mind to remember once again, when we are creating a board right here, do bear in mind whatever description is and the title of your board. Think about the keywords that people are going to search on Google and Bing and whatever provider that they're going to be looking for those keywords. And while they're searching for those specific words, they will have the opportunity to find information about your boards. So yet another way to keep people in our social web, if you will, and a great way to get stuff ranked on some of the really, really important search engines. So we are back at my profile, and I wanted to show you exactly one of these boards, how the keywords are in place and what it looks like once you get done. So Let's go here again, the bottom right hand corner, Pinterest marketing tips. We're going to select that board, and what you will see is right here, the top of the screen where we have it circled, Pinterest marketing tips. Well, obviously Pinterest is a keyword, so I have it right off the bat. And here we have, I provide free trainings on tips and tricks you can use to boost your Pinterest engagement. So Pinterest is in there again, and this one could actually have a lot more done to it. You know, marketing is also in the top title. So think about the keywords that you're using and think about the ones that are getting searched for, so you increase your chances of getting more eyes on your pin boards. And as always, it's really neat. Here we are, still inside of the board. And if you want to edit it, you know, let's say you're not having success with the keywords or you have some better ideas, this is neat. Go back and adjust it. Here we are. I can go back here in that description and add keywords after I find more that are effective through my research. So you always have the ability to come back and tweak things out. Really, really neat feature with Pinterest. They do make it super easy for us. And a neat feature from where we are located on the edit board, you see right down here, very easy to see, where it reads, who can pin? So you simply type a name or email there, and that person has the ability to pin on the board. So very neat. And some more terminology for this would be a contributor board. So bear in mind that Pinterest does change things up quite a bit, but when we're making this video right here in early 2014, you do have the ability to create a contributor board. And once again, that can be very powerful in your marketing efforts. Now, something to remember when you're creating the contributor board is you can only add people here to invite them that you are following. So keep that in mind. If you want them to have the ability to contribute on your board, you need to be following them in order to make this feature work. So you remember we were discussing the secret boards and how advantageous it is to have them. This is how you would set it up, as we just discussed. You would enter the name right here and invite them. So you enter their Pinterest name or the email, click on invite, and that way you can build up your secret group or your secret board. And man, that is something that most people are not doing, and it is really, really powerful. So now we've gone over some really good information on creating your Pinterest boards.